Good afternoon everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. So here today we are going to look at significant figures. So under significant figures are simply numbers that are considered to be important. So now when you are looking at significant figures, there are rules. So the first rule is that if you have a number, let's say 5321, so this number has got 4 significant figures. So you just count the numbers that are there. You have 4 significant figures like that. Then if you have a number that has a point, let's say you have a 5.0 like that, this one, because there is a decimal point, all the numbers that are after a decimal point are significant if this side there is a non-zero number. So this one has got 2 significant figures like that. But if you have a 0, then you have a point, let's say 0, 3, 2, 1. So this one has got we are going to say that it has got 3 significant figures. So if you have a non-zero number, then you have something like that, then it means to say the only significant figures are these pure numbers. But if you have, let's say 1.0021, so under this one, since there is a non-zero number at the beginning here, it simply means to say you are going to count the number of significant figures. You are going to say that it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the number of significant figures this side will be 5 significant figures. Likewise, if you have 0.1200, so this one, since the non-zero number is beginning here, so the number of significant figures for this number will be 4 significant figures. Likewise, if you have a number such as 498 like that, then this number shall just have 3 significant figures. So significant figures are values that are considered to be important. So let's move on further. Let's say we are required to say how many significant figures are on this number. So let's begin with our 6.01. So this one has got 3 significant figures. Then when we look at our 0.825, this one has got 3 significant figures like that. Then finally, let's also look at the 0.043 kg. So this one, the number of significant figures, we don't count the zeros, so it will be 2 significant figures like that. Then when we look at our 1.310 times 10 to the power of 22, so don't let this power scare you. So just look at these. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So just count here, ignoring this power. So the number of significant figures for this number will be 4 significant figures like that. Then finally, for our f is such that we have a 7,000 milliliter like that. So now this one is the ambiguous case for A-level chemistry or A-level physics. So this is what we call the ambiguous case. Unlike how we used to just say direct when we used to be during our secondary school, we just used to say that this has got a 1 significant figure without counting the zeros at the end. But this one, according to A level, is an ambiguous case. So this is how we deal with this number. So firstly, this number, when you are asked to state the number of significant figures, you can say there are 4 significant figures if you consider 7.000. When you put a point here, you multiply by 10 to the power of 3. So 10 to the power of 3 means if you multiply 7.000 times 10 to the power 3, you will have your 7,000. So if you say 7.000 times 10 to the power 3, that becomes 4 significant figures. So you can tell that it's true because we count, as long as there is a non-zero number here, we count all the numbers that are here. Another person may be able to just say that I just want to write 2 zeros, and that in that way it will be 2 significant figures. If you have 7.00 times 10 to the power of 3, it will still be 7.00 times 10 to the power 3. It will still give you 7,000. So you count 1, 2, 3. So someone might say this 3 significant figures. So this is how you answer this question: 4 significant figures for 7.000 times 10 to the power 3. The other outcome would be 2 significant figures for our 7.0 times 10 to the power of 3, like that. Likewise, we are going to have our 1 significant figure if we just say 7 times 10 to the power of 3. So if you're asked such a question, this is how you handle it. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you would like, subscribe, and share for more.